Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you the process of drawing my commission, share the drawing method that I find very handy, easy and efficient, and we'll also do a story time in the background about my strange commission experiences and how some of them almost made me quit taking commissions. This format is experimental, so please tell me if you like this kind of stuff in the comments. This commission is a fan art commission that I had on my VGEN from Kaye. They actually commissioned me this character for the third time and I was very happy to do that. I found for myself the most fast, efficient and easy method of coloring commissions. You can see now the process of it. I know what I'm talking about because last spring I had to finish 21 commissions in a month, so I had to find out the best method that worked for me. You can see how I'm sketching the character first. The commissioner requested some cute and shy pose, so I chose this one. After that I colored the character with one gray base and still correct the sketch layer to make it more clear for flat coloring. I've decided to add a little wind effect to make the pose less static. Then I color pick from the previous commission I've made for them, so it was very easy. One difference is that the character has green eyes this time. I use filling lasso tool to color faster in my Clip Studio Paint. I add some blushes and fill the whole character with one color in linear burn mode to add the shadows. To add the light source, I simply erase the shadow layer from the one side and some places where the light is falling. Then I always add the cast shadows to the places where the light is hard to reach. Then I add some blue-gray soft brush in the soft light mode to add some dreamy effect. I also always color the line art, fuse all the layers together and send my artwork to my Procreate. After fusing all the layers, I cut every part in separate layers such as hair, head, hand, neck, shoulders and clothing parts. And I simply use one brush, which is just a hard default brush in Procreate, and polish everything. Make sure the brush thickness is ranged from very thin to very big depending on how strongly you apply the pressure. That works for me the best. I'm making lines more sharp, forms more defined and so on. One hard brush method is the fastest for me and I really enjoy the process. Now you're going to watch how I render everything with one brush and listen to my story time. So let me start from the very beginning. I started doing commissions when I had very small following and it was for free. It was around 10 years ago. I just did that to practice my drawing skills, and to be honest, I felt that I drew so bad back then, so it was good that I didn't charge anything for my commissions. But it actually helped me to gain a bit more following because those people were posting in their social media what I drew for them. After that, I started to charge a minimum amount of money and I loved doing commissions because of the communication I had with people. Everyone were super nice and appreciating, unlike now, but I will get to this topic later. I did commissions mostly for fun. I didn't need money because I was living with my parents and the only stuff I was buying was candies and junk food. After that, I took a huge break, and after a few years when I was working in mobile game development, I decided that I want more money and I'm a little bit bored. So why not open another commission slots? So this time I opened commissions with very high price tag. I mean $200 for half body and $250 for full body. Nowadays it's impossible to imagine. Surprisingly, I've got a lot of people spamming in my DM and shoving their money to my face. To be honest, back then my art style was more likable, I admit that. So I had a full queue of people waiting for a commission, and I did that during my lunch breaks and the weekend to work on commissions. And I managed, it was actually very nice. I have earned twice size of my salary in very short time and it felt super satisfying. By the way, that time one girl commissioned me her D&D character, and after 6 years when I moved to the Netherlands, I've made a post about it on my Instagram, and guess what? That girl wrote me that she is from the Netherlands as well and asked me to hang out. And now we are very good friends and hang out quite often. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, that period of time was my best in my commission history, and I was so naive that it will be always the case. Oh boy, I was delusional. My recent commission opening this year was kind of unexpected. Well, this year I hit my financial rock bottom and in spring of 2025 I had very little money left. And I've opened my commissions on VGEN. I had 4 options available. First option was sketch bust for 35 euros. Second was colored bust for 75. Third was colored half body for 110. And the last one was a full illustration for 190. So in total, I had 22 commissions accepted, and 8 of them were for 110 euros, and all others were for a cheaper price. No one commissioned full illustration from me, which is odd because 6 years ago it was completely different situation. My guess is that my art style is not realistic anymore, so I've lost a bit target clients as well, and also I felt like everyone just struggling the same as I did. But with lowering the prices come weirdest clients. The sad truth. So let me tell you those stories. So first story is about the type of clients I had, that very strange one. I had them more than 3 times for sure. They commission you, they are very broad in explaining the story of a character, they give you all the details, and it's very nice and organized. It's very clear what they want. The thing is, while I draw other people's characters, I honestly get a bit attached to those OCs, especially if they tell you about them. Because I myself love my OCs, and I love when other people also have their own characters, and I appreciate that a lot. It's like being a mom and meeting another mom in the playground. But those type of clients maybe ruined my expectations a little bit. The thing is, when I give them final results, they disappear. No thank you, no feedback, nothing. And you are stuck with the feeling, did I do something wrong? Did they like it? Did I insult them on drawing their character in the wrong way? I will never know now. And those people left a very bitter aftertaste for me. And it was never the case 10 years ago, back in my day. 10 years ago, people used to really appreciate every work I did. So please, if you commission someone, write them a feedback in the end. Say thank you at least, because artists spend their time on your character. And please don't be afraid to say that you didn't like it if it's the case. Better say something than disappear in silence. Before we continue, I wanna ask a little favor from you guys. I've never asked anything like this before, but it's very important for me. Please watch the previous video that I posted. It's about rendering my snake OC Nico. I did a big work and put a lot of effort on this illustration and the video itself, but sadly it didn't reach a lot of views. I will be even more grateful if you share or comment under that video. Thank you so much, and now we can continue with the stories of bad commission experience. And now the story that genuinely upset me. Someone commissioned a 35 euros sketch from me, but instead of character reference, they sent me a collage of 4 images and a single sentence. That's the mood board. No character, no description, no explanation. Just vibes. To give you an idea, imagine seeing something like a giraffe, a dandelion, a lamp, and a short haircut, all mashed together, and that's it, no context. That was the first time I had ever received something like this, and I was completely confused. I didn't know what they were expected from me at all. Normally, I would ask questions, but this was on VGEN using an instant payment commission with no communication enabled. So I literally had no way to clarify anything. I just had to accept that and do my best. After thinking about it for a long time, I finally came up with an idea and tried to include everything they sent. I also had other commissions to finish, so I didn't overthink it too much. I delivered the artwork and moved on. And then something happened that I have never experienced before. I received a 4-star review on VGEN. I understand that people have the right to leave any rating they want, but I had never seen a 4-star review on VGEN before. I checked other artist profiles and everyone had perfect 5-star rating. And here is the scary part. Your rating affects your visibility. I was already struggling to find commissioners, and after that review my rating dropped from 5.0 to 4.8. Seeing that made me panic. So I immediately DM'd the client and asked if there is anything I could fix to change the rating. They replied saying they didn't like the hair and wanted it shorter, which was confusing because the mood board they sent had a long hair reference. At that point, I genuinely felt like I was losing my mind. Still, I changed the hair immediately. They liked the updated version, but there is the worst part. You cannot change a rating on VGEN after it's submitted. So even after fixing the issue, the 4-star review stayed. I had no choice but to accept it and sit there feeling extremely anxious about my account visibility. Honestly, I would never leave a 4-star review for an artist, even if they drew my OC poorly. And in this case, it wasn't even an OC, it was just a vague mood board. It honestly felt like the person was testing me or challenging me, and maybe they were planning to leave a 4-star review no matter what. That experience made me seriously rethink doing cheap commissions, because they tend to attract a very different type of clients and not always the nicest ones. So yeah, that was one of the strangest commissions I ever taken. Let me know what you think about the situation, because I'm genuinely curious. Anyway, let's move to the next story. The craziest commission I've ever taken was an OC that I still think about sometimes. The character was described as this huge, bear-shaped body type, very muscular and plus size, covered in a lot of body hair. On top of that, he had 2 angel wings in different colors, which already made the design pretty wild. But then I kept reading. The client wanted the character fully rendered, full body, and explicitly adult. Like very adult. Hugely adult. So I was so shocked when I read that information. I didn't have any examples of anything like that in my portfolio, so I didn't know why do they chose me. But I needed that money, so I had to accept the challenge. While I was drawing, I constantly was doubting my skills and sanity and kept questioning if I'm the right artist to draw this type of character. But surprisingly, they were happy with every stage of sketches I was sending to them, and I was pleasantly surprised. After I was done and submitted the final result, the client thanked me with a huge tip. I don't remember how much was it, but it was more than usual, and it was the right amount to make me forget that extreme experience and even enjoy it in the end. That was funny, and since then I don't mind drawing anything really. After that commission, I stopped being scared of unusual requests. I realized I could handle things outside my comfort zone, and now I don't mind drawing almost anything. I'm brave now, and I'm officially ready for whatever strange commission comes next. Speaking of huge tips, I had one very pleasant experience of one very rich man commissioning me. I believe this type of guys are the dream of every artist in the world. So the guy commissioned me the OC of his wife for 120, as I remember. I happily did the commission, submitted it, and he writes me back that he loved it and that he would like to commission me the OC of his second wife. I got a bit shocked but accepted the request. I mean, it's always good if you have a customer that is satisfied with what he got and orders more. So I did the second character for his second wife and submitted it. He was happy again, and then he goes like, now I want to commission an OC of my third wife. I was speechless. How many wives the dude has? What was going on? I was more than happy to do the third commission, but I had so many questions. And after I submitted, he said that his wives are very happy with the characters and he would like to give me a tip. And he gave me a double of total cost. So he paid me $720 in total. That was the biggest paycheck I ever had from a commissions, and I felt myself so amazing. I thanked him a lot and wished him and his 3 wives a long happy life with 4 of them. After that, I've never had any big tips for my clients, which is kind of sad but understandable. I will remember that person for all my life and will tell this story to my grandchildren. And I wanted to mention my favorite type of commissions. First is, of course, other people's OCs. It's just my favorite things to draw. And the second type of commissions that I really enjoy is when people insert themselves with their favorite characters. Because they always love the results, and it's just a lot of fun to draw actually. The level of love to a fictional characters you have that you just want to insert yourself with them, it's just beyond. I noticed that a lot of those clients do it with the characters from JoJo Bizarre Adventure and Final Fantasy, which is understandable. Both of these shows have very handsome characters, I would say. I myself was also obsessed with some of the characters from there. So it's very understandable. The third type of people that I really enjoyed who commission me are people who ship someone from the show, but that ship is not very popular and there is just not much fan art in social media. I feel so honored to do this type of commissions because I understand how much joy something like this can bring. And the last type of people who commission me that I really appreciate, and they are just my favorite type of people, are people who commission me my OCs. Some people did that and I'm super grateful every time I receive commission like that. It truly makes me the most happy person in this world. And the fact that people ready to pay me money just to draw my own character, that is just insane for me. Now my commissions are closed due to me focusing on my OC webtoon and YouTube videos because I really want to draw my characters more, and it's been my main goal since I quit conventions this year. But I still need money for my basic needs, and I came up with a little fun idea. I just placed a request my OC commissions on my VGEN. Now you can request one of my 5 OCs in any idea you would like. It can be cute or funny pose, it can be them doing something that makes them happy, or something wholesome or even spicy. That's also possible. And I will post the artwork in my socials, tagging you for the request. And you will be also free to post that artwork anywhere yourself, with mentioning me, of course. Let's try that. For now, I will have 5 slots for each character. I will have 5 commissions open for Naja, Nico, Jay, Shade, and Kave. The waiting time will be up to 2 months, and I will post the requested artworks during my 100 days challenge that I'm planning to start from this January. And I will of course also make a YouTube video drawing those requests. So I think it will be fun. I will be waiting your request on my VGEN, link in the description. So yeah, that was it. Hope you enjoyed this storytime formats. Let me know if you want to see more of it. It's actually less effort for me than the drawing tutorials or OC creation videos. And good luck! See you in the next video.